for £903.80p, and that's including VAT. It's how much it will cost you at a trade price for one new headlight from BMW, which is exactly why I'm going to be restoring these and replacing all of the headlight bulbs. I'm going to say a really small fraction of the price, and we're going to be comparing how much it's going to cost me to do the headlight restore on this to what we charge, and replacing all of the bulbs to what it would cost us to buy 2 new headlights from BMW. Bearing in mind they're £1,000 each. So these have got plastic lenses in these, and it's probably why they've gone so yellow. They just do it through the sheer heat of the headlight bulbs. If they were glass, yeah, they'd have probably dulled off through age, but they just probably wouldn't have been so yellow. So we're going to take these out, sand them down and re-lacquer them, which is definitely going to make them a lot clearer and a lot better for nighttime driving. So I've got the headlights out, and they can sit there. They could just stay there well out of my way because I do not want to break them. I've got the bulbs out, so I'm going to contact a guy on Instagram. I think they're called Auto LED, and see if they can hook us up with some uprated bulbs for the lights. This plastic in here just literally fell out. Now in the back of this there's some like covers, and as you can see, the holes in them are for these bungs which weren't even in. So I'm going to put them back in. I've clipped all them back in, which is obviously going to make that a nicer job when it goes back in. But this thing wasn't even clipped in anyway, so I'm going to have to find a load of clips to clip this back in. And it looks like there should be a piece of pipe on the end of here, which is some form of obviously direct cold air feed, which then feeds it into this back hole, which then goes up into the filter. So I'm going to sort that out as well. And while I'm here with the lights out, just want to tidy up this wiring because all this old tape is coming off here, and wow, it's not exactly very waterproof. So I'm going to undo some of that and just tidy that up while I'm at it. Now these headlight restorations can be done at home if you guys have got the right equipment. If you've got a sander, this really helps because you want to be getting a 320 disc and sanding down the faces of these lenses until they're nice and flat and even. And then using a piece of wet flat paper, you want to be fully sanding out them 320 scratches out of these lenses. And this is going to take a little while to do, so be persistent. Don't take it from me, you will get there in the end. And then clean down the lights, mask out the backs, and I do this so you don't get the backs covered in overspray, because I have seen situations where this hasn't been done and it's pretty awful. And luckily for me, I've got a spray booth to do these in, but if you guys have got a garage or a carport, it's probably best to do them there because you want to try and keep the dust down as much as possible. Now obviously headlights never come clear coated from factory. They're either plastic covers or they're glass covers, and the only reason we're clear coating them is because we're restoring them to try and save the customer some money. And as I've sanded these down, I need to plastic prime them before I clear coat them, because if I don't plastic prime them, when I lacquer them and put them back on the car, when the car goes down the road, the lacquer's just going to peel off. And that's the one thing I want to try and at least avoid. And this is a single pack plastic primer. This goes straight in the gun and straight on the headlights. Give it a couple of minutes to dry out. It dries really quickly anyway, and then it's straight in with a clear coat. Now, I'm keeping all of this Max Mayer. I'm just going to be putting some of this 0300 on here. It's going to get massively thinned out anyway, because on headlights, rule of thumb, I usually put sort of 2 or 3 really thinned out coats on it. And the trick to this is not getting this to run. And I mean it when I say you just literally pour the plastic primer straight into your spray gun. This is a single pack product, and it's ready to use straight out of the can. Give your headlights one final clean down using a tack cloth just to remove any remaining dust. And then it's on with the plastic primer, and a couple of even passes on this should see you good. This stuff air dries pretty quickly as well, so by the time you've gone out, clean your guns down, mixed up your clear and got back in the spray booth, this stuff should be dry enough to put your clear coat straight on the top of. Now, when it comes to lacquering headlights, it really doesn't matter what lacquer you use. I always use a 2-pack lacquer. Now this is a 2-to-1 mix Max Mayer clear coat. I put plenty of thinners into it, around 30%, and I tend to put on around 2 to 3 nice light even coats. And again, there's nothing stopping you from using aerosol paint. It's not my advice, as a result that you get from a 2-pack clear coat is obviously going to be a lot nicer than it would be from what you're going to get from an aerosol. I know it would be nice to have the bumper and bonnet in place to see the actual transformation with these headlights, but it's just nice to see them back in and with nice clear lenses. And yeah, these are looking like new headlights now. They are bolted in, they're loosely bolted in, may I say, but I'm not risking them falling out. So they've got to come out again because I'm still waiting for the bulbs. So I'm just hoping we get them today because we did pay for faster delivery. Now, the bulbs that we've ordered, they're from AutoLED, and they're supposed to just be a nice plug-and-play replacement from the original. So as soon as they turn up, we're going to get these headlights out and try them in, because I'm really interested to see how much brighter they are from the original bulbs. I've just got the bulbs, and I'm really hoping that these are just a plug-and-play replacement. So what we've got in here, 2 boxes. I'm taking that each side. Oh, AutoLED sticker. Thank you for your order. Another AutoLED sticker. And, oh, a couple of my favourites, Melwams. I just have to say, I'm absolutely loving this packaging, and they look like they're their own bulbs as well. I wasn't sure if they were just a company selling bulbs, but it looks like they're actually their own. So, let's have a look. This is going to require 2 hands, that's the thing. Oh wow, literally is just a direct plug and play replacement. Oh, that's cool. Hang on, what is, so there should be, I've got here, what are these? These are HB3Us. And these are HB4Us. So 2 of these are going to be the HB3s, and 2 of these are going to be the HB4s. HB4 and HB3. So that's good, both there. Just going to get these plugged in. Okay, so what I've done is I've put the new bulbs in one headlight, and I've put the old bulbs in another headlight, and I'm trying to not give too much away with these hand signals here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the lights on, and I want you guys to try and guess which one has the new bulbs and which one has the old bulbs. Okay, so moment of truth. Ignition on. Headlights on. Let me turn out the lights in here as well. Oh wow, okay, well that's just pretty obvious. Okay, so the originals being on the right hand side and the AutoLED bulbs being on the left hand side. I mean, you can clearly see they're a lot clearer, and they're definitely a lot yellower. But let's try full beam. Oh, hang on, get in the car. Oh wow, they are way brighter. Alright, so that was a little bit more obvious than I thought that was going to be. But to be honest, I wasn't really sure what I was expecting, because before I'd done this headlight restoration, the headlights were so faded, I couldn't exactly gauge on how bright they were. So what I want to do now is get the original bulbs back in them and compare them to the new ones. These are the original bulbs, and these are the new ones. So I'm going to say that's money well saved, but also money well spent. A brand new set of headlights from BMW would have come in at £1,807.60p, including VAT, and that is at a trade price. Now for the headlight restoration, we usually charge these out at a whopping £85 plus the VAT, which brings that to a grand total of £102, including that. The headlight bulbs from AutoLED were £54.85, including that, which brings this little job in at £156.85, including VAT. If we take that off the price of them headlights, gives us a saving of £1,650.75p, including that. And I'd say that was a pretty good saving. And what I want to know is, what are you guys going to do with 1,600 quid? Let us know down in the comments below. I think I'm going to go on holiday. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. £1,650 bugger. And I don't even know if that's at a trade price.